and has definitely been a consistent boxer for India. Beat Gianluigi Malanga of Italy in the Brazil World Cup, and then also ended up beating a Kazakh boxer in the semi-finals in Kazakhstan in the second stage. Australian referee for this, Stephen Wade. Here we go. Second semi-final of the men's 65 kg category. You know the identity of one of the finalists, the top seed. And now Avinash Jamwal is of course the second seed in this, with semi-finals in both stages of the World Cup this year. About an hour or 45 minutes before this evening session, he was sitting somewhere close to the court, chatting with some of his fellow boxers, discussing strategy. But this is going to be a difficult battle. Aliyev, little shorter in terms of height, but seems to have come out with a very decisive, defense-oriented approach to this battle. Jamwal will have to be very smart, very canny with how he uses his reach in this particular bout. Defending well at the moment is Jamwal. Aliyev suddenly exploding into action and putting him under pressure with a sequence of rights and lefts. Quite successfully evaded. Crowd nicely getting behind Avinash Jamwal as well. It's a fabulous, fabulous atmosphere at the Shahid Vijay Singh Pathak Sports Complex in Greater Noida for these World Boxing Cup finals. This top angle just gives you a little idea of that height advantage as well, and longer legs too for Jamwal, which he can leverage. Just get some distance between himself and his Ukrainian opponent from time to time. This has been a smart round as well from Aliyev. Not afraid to take the attack to his opponent, even though he does concede a few inches to him in terms of height. Being courtside or ringside also gives one the advantage of looking at some of the rematch routines of these boxers. Aliyev and Jamwal were both sparring with their partners a little while before. Some of the others prefer skipping. Some others just going in for some plyometric exercises just to keep themselves warm. End of a first round, which Avinash Jamwal has looked a little more bright. But it's been a great fight as well from Aliyev of Ukraine. Taking the fight to him. And a very even contest all the way through. Some punches landed by Aliyev. But Jamwal responding in kind with some good interest on a few occasions. That's actually been reflected in the scoring from the judges. We've given this first round 3-2 to Avinash Jamwal. A couple of those judges yet to be won over. A couple of them going with Elvin Aliyev of Ukraine. Close battle though. This is far, far from over in terms of a contest. What's been good to see, something which was also the case in the first men's semi-final, was the kind of attacking intent being shown by both boxers. That's what enabled the last one to go right down to the wire with two rounds which were shared before the third one was decisively won by the Japanese boxer. And over here, Avinash Jamwal trying to be as positive as possible, but with a defense-first approach, keeping those guards up. Now looking to lure his opponent in for a fatal mistake. Two men's 90 kg semi-finals coming up after this, followed by the 90 plus categories. So the two heaviest of the heavy in the men's categories. Some lovely chants going up as well. And his fans trying to remind Jamwal, who's the He-Man, they're saying. Aliyev might want to contest that. Not a capacity crowd by any means, but plenty of noise coming in from the sidelines, lots of encouragement. And one can just suss out the way the bouts have been going from the kind of noise levels, because somehow you sensed when Sweetie Bora was fighting, the crowd knew all along that she was getting dominated. But here it's a lot louder in favor of Jamwal, and it reflects what has been happening inside the ring as we head into the last minute of the second round. Jamwal rocked by a couple of good combinations from Aliyev. Is he going to be able to convert this into impressing the judges sufficiently? It was a split verdict, the first one, 3-2 in favor of Jamwal. Avinash Jamwal definitely putting a spirited resistance in the face of an onslaught from Aliyev of Ukraine. Which way has this one gone? The man in red will definitely be quite confident. He really did bring some superb explosive power, especially to the closing stages. But Avinash Jamwal has been quite solid in defense and has used his footwork quite effectively right through these first two rounds. Swaying out of the way of a few punches, landing a few good ones of his own. Especially his left has been quite decisive in terms of how it has impacted this bout. Second round given decisively to Avinash Jamwal. He's 3-2 up. Those two coaches, or two judges rather, who had initially given the first round to Elvin Aliyev, and now in favor of Jamwal, but it's a dead heat in terms of 19-19 between the two of them. But three of them have it 20-18 in favor of Avinash Jamwal.
Second round.
So the way that the judges score it, they are obliged to give maximum points to one boxer, and then the other tends to be a little bit more subjective. You can give 9, you can, if you want, give 8 as well. That's what makes for these uneven numbers when we see some of them flashing across on the score. Third round, decisive one where Aliyev has to make a move up. Has to take a few more risks, and that will leave him open for counter punches. And doesn't Avinash Jamwal know it? This is smart work from the Indian, just keeping his guard down. He knows that Aliyev is going to be desperate, is going to look to be positive. And every time he does that, he just moves in swiftly and tries to get some counters of his own. However, he needs to watch out, especially if there's a big punch at some stage coming in from the Ukrainian. He's got to be able to not only defend himself, but also to take advantage and then reply in kind. Some solid defending over the last minute or so by Avinash Jamwal. Much like we saw in the previous semi-final, where Shion Nishiyama controlled the narrative for the last minute quite beautifully. Jamwal is hoping to find himself in a position where he can do that, and he has the advantage of having won both the first rounds. Been a keen contest, but Aliyev knows that he's probably staring at a disadvantage, having lost 2 rounds. And in trying to get aggressive, he has conceded a couple of punches himself. Won't be surprised if this winds up being a unanimous verdict in favor of Jamwal. And in some respects, it will be a fitting finale if it's Jamwal against Nishiyama, because they are the top 2 seeds. Nishiyama, of course, the top seed. But Avinash Jamwal, the number 2 seed in this side of the draw. Has he done enough? We'll know soon. A lot more positive from Aliyev. In fact, to be fair, he's been positive all the way through all 3 rounds, trying to take the battle to his opponent. A combination of good defending from time to time and then using those little openings to land some great blows, both with left as well as right. Avinash Jamwal, it's been a great World Cup year for him. 2 silvers already at the 2 stages. And he'll be hoping to take this into yet another final in the finals.
The winner on point by unanimous point decision in the blue corner, representing India.
Avinash Jamwal, clinical performance, was put under pressure, especially early on by Aliyev. And that's when he needed to be quite resolute. He was strong to begin with, and then came up with a few great counters of his own. Not only was his offense good, but his defense, as the match progressed, grew in stature. And towards the end, just like his final opponent is going to be Nishiyama, he just controlled the pace of the match so well that it turned out to be a fairly easy victory in the end. The men's 90 semi-finals coming up.